So there can be many reasons why you're wondering just how passive can income from websites be? And what does that even mean? I mean, nothing is 100% passive. It always takes a lot of work before you reach the point where you will earn some passive income from a website. That being said, it's definitely possible to make a living from passive income with websites, as I'll show you in this video. Personally, I just want to be able to travel for a month or two at the time without worrying about income and knowing that this income is coming into my account every month like clockwork. That's really awesome, but I don't want to stop working. I'm not looking for a business that's just completely passive that I'll never touch again. I love building these passive income websites, and I think it's the most fun thing you can do actually. And I also think it's an easier way to make money than to start an e-commerce business and selling stuff online and dropshipping and all that good stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just find that it's a lot more work. I've had 2 e-commerce stores and I've been doing dropshipping and consulting, and it was just a lot of work because I have to deal with inventory and customers and all that stuff that I don't need to think about anymore. So in this video, I'll show you how we go about this today. After doing this for around a decade, I have some good strategies. So I'll show you how we do it, how you can get started, and I'll also share with you how I think we can build the most stable income for the future. So you don't have to worry about losing all this good income anytime soon. So to get back to the main question of this video, how passive can income from websites be? And I'd say more passive than anything else that I've found. I've been around the block, as I told you, and this is by far the best way I've found to make passive income. Marie and I have a 3-year-old toddler, and we also want to travel as much as possible. And that's why we got out of the e-commerce rat race and the dropshipping business that we used to have. So today we're 100% focusing our business on building websites that are monetized with ads and affiliate and sometimes info products. And this is what we call passive income websites. The great thing about ads and affiliate offers is that there's not much to update, especially when we're talking ads. There's nothing to update. For affiliate offers, you need to go in and update the prices and the products once in a while. But that can be done very fast, especially when you do it month after month. After a while, you know exactly where you should go and you know exactly which product to look up and how to update those prices. I'm not going to talk a lot about ads in this video because I've been doing that a lot on this channel, and you can just check my channel if you want to see more about how to make money with ads on your website. But let me just share some quick numbers with you in case you're used to AdSense and in case you think that ads are not a good way of earning money. We typically make between $15 to $25 per 1,000 page views on our sites. So if you do the math, having a website with a couple of 100,000 page views per month, or even just 50 to 100,000 page views, makes a lot of sense. And for the affiliate side of things, that can also be extremely passive. I like to just monitor whenever some income is starting to drop, and then I go in and find the offers and I update the prices, and maybe I change out a product for another one if it's not selling too well anymore, or maybe the product went out of stock or not even on the shop anymore. So this handful of passive income websites has enabled us to travel in the States, in Africa, in Asia, and in Europe, and just all over the place. And if you want to follow our travels, you can see some of the travel videos on one of our other channels. I'll put a link in the description and in the cards up here. And when we're not traveling, it's also really nice to be able to work less, because I want to spend as much time as possible with my toddler. I work around 20 hours per week these days, and then many times I find myself working at the night when he's sleeping, simply because I love it. And Maria's not working at the time, she's spending a lot of time with Max. So today we are outsourcing the content for our websites, but you don't have to do that. In a second I'll show you how you can get started building your own passive income websites. But we are working with a team of 11 writers, and I also have a full-time editor. And that means that things have become extremely passive for us, and that's also how I can spend most of my time shooting YouTube videos for you guys now. So I used to start new websites all the time. I would build a website and make it earn some money, and then I would move on to the next website. But I don't do that anymore. Today we're focusing on building bigger and bigger websites, simply because once you have that momentum going, it's much easier to build a website from 50 to 100,000 page views than going from 0 to 50,000. And the money is around the same because it's just more traffic, right? So I don't build my websites anymore to just let them sit there and work for me passively. I want to keep growing them, and I also want to come back and see what works and build more of that. But I still have some old websites that are extremely passive that I almost never log into. They have been making money for us on a monthly basis for years now, and that's just awesome. But that's not how I build my new websites. Today, as I said, I try to build them bigger and bigger. So how can you get started with this? How can you today start a website that will make you money month after month passively? I've helped a lot of people get started with this, and if you want to get started today, I want you to start by checking out this video up here where I show you how to find a good niche, because that's very, very important. If you start out in the wrong niche, there might not be a lot of money to be made. Maybe ads won't earn you as much in this niche, and maybe there's hardly any good affiliate offers out there. In this video up here, I'm showing you exactly how to vet the niche and how to find the best niche to get started in. So as soon as you've found a good niche and a good domain name, it's about time you get started writing. I also have a link in the cards up here to a video I did about how to find the best available domain names for your niche. And it will take some time. Writing the first 50 to 100 articles takes a long time. And it also takes a long time for these articles to actually start climbing up in Google and send you some traffic on a monthly basis. But trust me, it's definitely doable. I'm still starting new websites. I started 2 bigger websites within the last half year. And there's a website I started a year ago that is getting around 50 to 60,000 page views per month now. I also have a link to that up in the cards here. So let's say you're able to write 2 articles per week. So over a year, you'll be able to write 100 articles. Let's say these articles will bring in $15 from ads, $15 from affiliate offers per 1,000 page views. That will give you around $1,500 per month. But this doesn't mean that it works every time. Nothing is automatic. It's not like if you just build the content, you will get the visitors. Not at all. You need to find the right niche and you need to write about the right topics. That's also why I want you to check out this video up here on how to get started in the right niche. Because if you get started in a niche where it's really hard to make money, you might find yourself writing double the amount of content to earn the same amount of money. And that's just not great at all. So just how stable is this sort of income? Can you quit your job and trust that the money will keep showing up on your account month after month? I have found the traffic from Google to be the most stable traffic source out there. And it's a different story if we talk about Facebook and also Pinterest. Let's start by talking about Facebook. A couple of years ago, a lot of bloggers would get a ton of traffic from Facebook every time they posted something to all the people who were following them. But then Facebook did some changes and some updates, and all of a sudden you had to pay and you had to buy ads in order to reach your own audience. Extremely frustrating if you build up that huge following on Facebook. And now we're seeing something quite similar over in Pinterest land. They are also launching a lot of ads, and now you have to pay to get that same reach, and some of that traffic is starting to slow down a little bit. But think about it for a while. When we're talking about Google searches, they are a search engine. Not like Facebook where you're just getting entertained. But with Google you ask for some information and they have to give you that information back in order for this whole transaction to work. People would leave Google if you didn't find what you were looking for. So as long as we are writing helpful, great content that matches what people are searching for, we can still get that nice traffic. And that's something that has never changed in Google. That has worked since Google was born. Did I just say that Google was born? But regardless of where you get your traffic from, I'd say that for every 5 years you should expect things to change in some way or another. That's also why I like to run 5 websites. Not only do I get to spread my risk, I also get to be in 5 different niches. So if Google decides to hammer one niche, or if there's somewhere you cannot make money anymore, I still have the other websites. And it's also great because I'm able to sell off a website once in a while. So our strategy is to sell off a website every year. And this is really cool because when we're talking websites with organic traffic from Google, we can typically sell these websites at a price point around 30 times an average monthly revenue. So let's say you can build a website up to $1,000 per month. Then you will be able to sell it for 30 grand. And that's probably at the low end. You can typically also get 40 or even 50 grand if you are in a super popular niche where many people want to get in. And I'd say that it has actually become easier and easier to rank over the last couple of years. This might sound super weird if you're just getting into this, because you would think that we have more and more competition and more bloggers and websites out there. And that is true, but it's also true that Google has become much better at recognizing good content. So just a few years ago, you could easily game Google simply by sending a lot of links to your content, and it would just rank regardless of how great it was. But today Google has become a lot smarter, and I have found that if I just write the best content, and if I just write content where I think I have a chance of competing with the content that's already there, I can easily rank even brand new websites. So if you are willing to put in 5 to 10 hours per week, you can definitely also build your own passive income with websites. It's totally doable, and I'm building a complete course right now where I'm going to show you exactly how I build my websites and exactly how they make money. If you want to follow that course, just stay tuned to this channel and subscribe to it, because I'll let you know when it comes out. You can also subscribe to my email list in order to know when it comes out. You can find the email list on my website. It's the same name as the channel, authoritysitegeek.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe. See you next time.